say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I see it's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 Little darling, I see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Sounds good. Well, sports can be fun, but it can also be therapy for children with autism.
Yeah, and this is something that touches close to home to me. I have two nephews who are on the autistic spectrum, and each one of them, and all patients with this disease, have different things that put them in their comfort zone. I know for one of my nephews it's baseball, for other ones it's puzzles, and this is a story about swimming. If you haven't heard these numbers, you should. 1 in every 150 children born in this country is diagnosed with autism, making it more common than pediatric cancer, diabetes, and AIDS combined. And while researchers around the world are searching for a cure, others devote their energy to helping patients and families with the disease get the most out of life. Dave Owens tonight on how for some children, swimming is that answer.
Ben was terrified of getting his head under the water. Through working with them, he's conquered that milestone.
These kids are experiencing the satisfaction of athletic accomplishment, and they have Tom and Natalie Liniak to thank for that.
This was our way of trying to provide something that truly could be meaningful to our son, maybe everyone like him.
The Liniaks have an autistic son.
There is the shot to the gut in the beginning. There is a phase of denial.
And like so many families, struggled to find a place where their child could participate in sports with others with mild to moderate autistic spectrum disorders.
And typical sports programs ran a little too fast. Adapted programs were equally not a good fit.
So the Liniaks formed Sports Plus athletic camps to serve what they call the in-betweeners.
We didn't know how it was going to turn out.
So does this mean I get to take him by myself?
Its calling card, paid, trained, consistent instruction.
What I like about them is they tell you what to do and they're pretty much very good. You ready?
You do get real close with these kids, and they do trust you. They hold on to you, and they can joke at you and talk to you.
The Liniaks' first camp actually didn't look anything like this. There were only 6 kids, but through word of mouth and grassroots advertising, they've come a long way. Membership, just 4 years later, is closing in on 300.
The parents they said, you can't stop now.
I don't know what we do without them. There's really nothing else like them.
In Gaithersburg, Dave Owens, 9 News Now and WUSA9.com.
Good for them. Dave, thank you. Autism Speaks, as you probably know, is the preeminent advocacy organization in this country. If you'd like more information about the disease or about how you can help search for a cure, there is a link to their website on the sports page of our website, WUSA9.com. And you just got to find a way to engage these children. They are in there, and They're awesome.
I bet you those folks are heroes to a lot of families.
They are to me.
Keep up the good work.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Brett.
News for your health tonight. For children with autism, their disability can lead them to avoid things like sports and socializing with other kids. But now one Maryland program is helping these children learn that playing sports can actually be a lot of fun, and that's helping not only with physical fitness but also with self-confidence.
At first, she was a kid that was afraid to try and sat on her mom's lap.
This is 8-year-old Griffin Simonsgard. Most people would never realize she's autistic. That's because she's not afraid of other children. She loves to play sports. Today, she's even learning Taekwondo.
A lot of kids with special needs have no endurance or strength, and so she was one of those kids that didn't even stand up till she was 2.5.
Parents of autistic and special needs children say while there are many programs aimed at educating these children, there's still a gap when it comes to physical fitness programs. And those are necessary not just for good health, but for building confidence and learning how to socialize with others.
These kids really did not have a place that was so essential to them, both from a social point of view and a fitness point of view.
So Tom and Natalie Liniak, whose own son Jonathan is autistic, developed Sports Plus. It's a series of camps and programs that teach special needs children how to play sports, things like soccer and swimming. Recently they added Taekwondo.
They come in so shy and they're scared and they think they're going to be made to do something that they don't want to do. And before you know it, they're in there. They're like, they see you later, Mom and Dad. I'm going.
The Liniaks say they've worked with experts to develop curriculums geared towards these children, and all coaches and instructors are credentialed to work with special needs children. The programs work best with kids who are moderately to mildly challenged. Natalie Liniak says for her son Jonathan, it's made a huge difference.
It's been very beneficial to, him physically. I mean, he had put on a few pounds, and he's now much leaner. And
Liniak says Jonathan is also learning self-confidence, extremely important for autistic kids because they usually have problems socializing. Griffin's mother, Cy Simonsgard, says she's seeing the same thing in her daughter.
And she's unafraid.
Chrisman Schaefer loves playing dodgeball and basketball and hockey.
They're my favorite.
Team sports Chrisman's mom thought he'd never excel in.
He never was able to play regular sports, and this has been the perfect environment for him to get nurtured, and now he feels like he can play soccer and basketball just like any other child.
Chrisman has autism, a developmental disorder that affects his ability to communicate and relate to others. Children with autism struggle in social settings. It's difficult for them to interact with others. Tom and Natalie Liniak founded Sports Plus 3 years ago. Their 9-year-old son has autism.
We were looking for sports programs for him. There was nothing available.
So they started Sports Plus. Here, athletics and obstacle courses challenge kids to reach their potential. It develops communication, social, and cognitive skills through fun activities.
A great place to practice socialization, which many of these kids need to do. And we have children that came in that told me that they had a friend or no friends. And now they have friends. They have best friends. They look for each other. They cheer for one another.
I think it teaches them life skills. Everything is a process, and they're learning process here. They have to learn the skill. Once they have the skill, they get to build on that skill, and that's life in general. So this is teaching them things they're going to take into their adulthood.
In adulthood, sure to have obstacles they may be better prepared to overcome. In Gaithersburg, I'm Bree Jackson for Maryland Newsline.